Well, welcome back to an episode here at our lovely watermill. Always gives us those castle vibes. We left you guys in the building of the countertop. We let those forms dry over the weekend, and today we are continuing on with the project and taking the forms off to reveal the concrete that's been formed. So it did its job. Nice and solid. It's been a little chilly in here this morning, so we're gonna get our fireplace going. Start with a little piece of wood there.
How cool are these countertops? I actually even love the texture that the wood left on top. I don't know if we'll get to see that in the final version, but I love how unique these are. They're gonna look so cool with our stone sink. So excited for this bathroom to come together because all that we need for the habitation license is one fully functioning bathroom, along with a kitchen and the rest of the flooring. That's to come in the next episode. But when it comes to the turret bathroom, we do want to get started on a couple key features in there because we have our crew coming back and we need them to build a structural piece inside. Drew and I will explain what that means in a sec. But he's currently working on our roaring fire. You can hear that.
Making it nice and toasty in here.
All right, so it's gonna look actually pretty different in here. Something happened that we haven't explained or said anything about. We don't really know how to explain it, but come look. I know, it looks amazing on one hand. On the other hand, it's a lot more complicated than I know how to express. Let's just say that the walls of the turret fan out as you go up higher, and the professional that we had helping us with this was pretty meticulous, and that caused him a lot of
detailed work and time.
Yeah.
And so ultimately we were paying by the hour and it just got too expensive. We could have went for like the nicest marble or granite or micro cement, like even. So we just had to stop this job for now.
And we're either gonna finish it ourselves, but putting that aside.
But at least we're not on a time rush for this bathroom.
Yes, because like I said, we only need one functioning bathroom and the downstairs one is almost there. So we're really stoked on that. This one just requires like a little bit of things getting tackled that maybe we didn't wanna do on our own or we aren't skilled yet. We're learning along the way, especially Drew, but one of the things is building this like curved, pretty unique shower wall. We're gonna have a glass door that Drew brought in. I don't think we're gonna open that box right now, but we know the measurements, and it's gonna go basically like here-ish. And then
the wall has to contain from the white tiles on that side all the way to the right of the handles on this side. So it's a pretty nice shower room. That will be the wet room portion of this upper bathroom.
After 11 years of van life, we just want our shower to feel luxurious and relaxing, and all of our shower dreams will come true in here. I am certain. We cannot wait. So
like a spa.
Yeah, we wanted a nice, big, round feeling. It doesn't only curve above me, it curves like the whole front angle of the wall.
Yeah, think of it as a circle within a circle.
So let's say it swoops up. It encompasses the glass door, which is quite large. So swoops up over the door, so there's an arch over the doorway.
Yeah, there'll be a gap between the glass and the plastered area up high.
And then it swoops down and whoop, back up a little bit so that the shower splash stays contained, but the sunlight through the window can come through onto the mirror zone as it swoops down But right, it swoops back up because we have our, like, it's like the size of a flying saucer shower head right here. And I think that's a pretty good plan.
I think so too.
Okay.
Once this wall is actually built in here and everything's set, we're gonna elevate this floor and angle everything towards that drain. We have a beautiful drain that was purchased with our faucets from Morocco, so we'll get that installed. I've actually already bought the plumbing fittings for that. And then those beautiful mosaic tiles will go over what is a heated floor throughout the entire circle of the bathroom here. Not heating the shower floors,
right,
but at least around the toilet, around the vanity. And that's gonna feel so nice first thing in the morning.
So we had to have this design ready for our team, and since our guys are doing the bathtub bathroom, we figured we might as well have gotten you all excited for what is happening in here and explain what happened before. Yeah.
Just well over 100 euros per square meter wasn't gonna cut it for us.
Yeah, let's just say that.
Yeah, plus the material, plus the glue, plus the grouting.
If we couldn't sleep,
Yeah.
That was a tough time. Although we also have to figure out water filtration coming soon. Be sure to subscribe. It means a lot to us. We're trying to make it to 200K. I think Drew expressed that earlier, but we really are. It's on our hearts. And the more the merrier.
And if you haven't seen our 3-year transformation video,
yes,
or think it'd be cool to share it with a friend, take a moment, send that link. It'd be super. All right, so with all the things going on, we've got to get clearing out this room.
Well, we didn't explain because probably in the next episode, you're gonna see this whole room get tiled. So that means we gotta start clearing stuff out. These guys are gonna be done with the bathtub soon. This is the next project, so we're always preparing for the next steps ahead, and that's what's happening. This goes in the bathroom.
Can you lift that?
Oh my gosh, no, it's like a tombstone.
It's really heavy. Can you imagine if it's that heavy, what that stone must be like?
That's why it's been there for centuries. Once it's there, it's there. Very exciting moment. The guys are getting ready to move our countertop into place.
Yeah, we'll drop it onto that,
Okay.
and then I'll just prise it up and take these out each side.
Okay. So it gives us a little space or
Just so we've got
leverage
enough
to
room to
see.
get it on there, because otherwise we're going to struggle to get it on there.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Right, don't make a wrong. Try and get your fingers slightly to the edge. Yep.
Come on, are you good?
Yep.
Nice. Smart little move there.
And that was
I'm going to put the bricks on it now.
now let those dry up.
Yeah, and then let that dry before we put the top on.
Okay.
And while the base of our countertop was left to dry, we continued the task of clearing out all of the things in the bottom floor of the mill to prepare for the tiling that would begin in the coming days.
Can't wait for the day till we're moving our oven to its forever home. Soon. That'll be the next move. It's a perfect spot because we don't need to tile there, so.
This place is looking better and better.
It's time to vacuum the floor before we seal it with that Sika sealer, 2 coats. Then it'll be ready for the tiling and the glue.
Right here, I'm showing you our little wine cubby that Mario helped us make. We've left a wine bottle in here since the day that we finished it, but I know that a lot of you were concerned about the wine getting warm since our dishwasher will be in front of it, but I think that using these thick bricks will help keep anything from getting too warm. Otherwise, we can use this area to store dry grains and nuts.
see the spots that we filled with the self-leveling and the mesh. There's a bit of high spots in certain areas, and to make the tiling job go a little bit quicker, I'm gonna grind these spots down. Not everywhere, but just make it a little more seamless. It's one of those things that's a little easier to do now than when we're in the mix of with the mud and laying the tiles, so better to do it now.
Working day in and day out as we get closer and closer to achieving our dream, it's also just as important for us to take a rest day, or at least a rest afternoon. Oh my! Very friendly. And with Portugal's stunning south and west coast at our fingertips, the edge is always where we seem to go. You can see all the goats. Go in there.
Right there. Making a little
Oh no!
little fountain for you.
Oh, this one's curious.
We got Eeyore and Harold and Janice.
Hi, little guys.
Mr. Goat.
I bet that's some nice salty foraging that you're doing right there. Whoa, those are some. Wow.
Kahunas.
My goodness, I think she must have had babies. Where are your babies? Not only do we have an internal compass when we're on our adventures, but with Suunto's Vertical 2, the best multi-use adventure companion, we are never lost. It's rated to like military standards of preciseness, and the screen is so easy to read, whether it's in daylight or nighttime. The screen's like super beautiful with LED lights, and then it preserves its battery by going dark. I think it just went dark on you. And we can see our step count. So we got a few more to go till we reach our goal for the day. Well, we thought we were gonna make it all the way up there, but as you can see, there's some pretty gnarly toothpick rocks we'd have to climb.
We'll leave that to the goats.
Yeah, we're just happy to be outside and be together.
Enjoy the sunshine. Oh, I got you.
Yes, and our Suuntos.
Of course.
Helping us keep track of our adventures, our steps, the weather, pretty much everything. And
I just love it. It's like a cool accessory, and it matches my shirt today, guys. I didn't even
know.
plan that.
The battery life is insane.
Yeah, I've had it on for 2.5 weeks, and still
No charging either.
Yeah, at 64%.
It
So
depends
great.
on how much tracking you do. If you go running, if you go hiking, biking, you can track all of your activities.
All around
So
adventures.
It's really wonderful.
So check our link out in the video description below. Get one for yourself and go have an excellent adventure.
The Suunto Vertical 2.
Now back to the show.
2 of us.
Two.
Ooh, and one more look at that view. Look at that.
Nice and crisp after that rainstorm today.
Wow. Now we gotta walk through the goats. Oh, there's a little baby. Hi.
Is that Minu?
There's a little Minu goat. Hi, little goat.
Oh,
Oh, you like it? They're so sweet. Hi. Oh, that one is so precious. Hi, little one.
She's glowing.
So cute. Wow.
What a special place.
Yeah. Secret lagoon. We like our secret lagoons.
We're about to make the holes for the plumbing, the hot and cold water that will go to the tap. We need to make a hole right here, but as you remember, we put the steel rebar in, so we're gonna offset it so we don't hit that steel as we drill through right now. Hopefully we don't hit the window in this way either, but we're pretty certain that's the spot.
"11 minutes later."
We cut right through.
Look at our window.
I know.
Woof.
E agora, você dá marco aqui, você dá marco aqui,
See.
depois fazer aqui ponta.
Exactly.
Assim.
We're gonna put the doors outside and make our marks on the floor. Well, they bring all the tijolos, the blocks, and put them in here so they're close and nearby.
Well, this is happening today. Look, blocks, they're already here. Very exciting. Bathroom downstairs, bathroom upstairs. Who knew?
I know, we never know what days they're gonna be here and be moving on. We gotta make sure that those tiles are protected, our floor edge is protected.
That's right.
And they're gonna get cracking. Everything at this stage matters, the organization and the sequential order. So this is crucial. We need this done first in order to be able to do the woodwork on the stairs coming up to the second floor here.
When it comes to the technical details of how to design and build all of these visions that Drew and I have had in our heads, that's basically up to us and our imagination and what we are able to communicate to our builders, which having them speaking only Portuguese and Ukrainian has been a bit, or maybe a little bit bigger than a bit of a complication at times. We can both thankfully say that somehow it is all coming together.
Both our bathrooms are coming together at the same time, which is such a step forward of their house build and our project here. Wow, wow, wow. He's making the mark on the wall right now, starting to set the first bricks to make our wall in the bathroom here.
You might be wondering, why does your architect not help with this? And it might be because we are simply completing a project that was originally submitted by the previous owners of the mill, or it might just be how things are done here in Portugal. We aren't 100% sure, but we have heard about architects being pretty hands-off here, and luckily Drew and I have big imaginations. So we're just so grateful that we are finally at this stage in the process, and that not only do we get to share the imagination and the beauty with you, but soon the functionality. Please, soon. We cannot wait to be showering in here.
These right here are the brackets that we have to come up with for mounting that have to be parallel between the door frame. That will hold the glass doors.
Cool.
My idea is to have a bit of a space between the glass and where the plastered arch goes to let a little bit. It kind of gives it more of a flow of a curve.
So then basically all this is attached. You know what I mean? Like all this
Exactly. You're shading the wall,
is the same
and
unit.
that's the side
Right.
framework of the door with the glass.
Let's see.
This is turning out to be one of those days where I can barely get myself together. So much is happening right now, and that is pretty much what a typical day in the life here at our build is like. Today's pretty exceptional because we thought we were going to be able to focus on the bathtub with Ferg, but then lo and behold, our Ukrainian crew showed up, which we're really grateful about. But it becomes a bit overwhelming when it, comes to our focus and what we're filming because, we thought this was going to be the bathtub downstairs episode, but now it's the shower wall upstairs episode, the preparing for the tiles episode, and kudos to Drew, thumbs up for him, because he is like project managing all over the place, as well as assisting Ferg and learning for our own sake for future projects that we would love to be able to do, just the two of us, and then I can be his right-hand woman. I just spent 30 minutes cleaning all of that concrete splatter off of the window in the lower bathroom. So I just try to fill the void in places where I can help, but it can be overwhelming at times. Exciting and thrilling because these are the structural pieces, the final structural pieces that will make our house a home. So it's a really exciting time to be here, and we're grateful to share it all with you, but this is the reality. It is a lot going on at once. It's not like, let's just focus on one project. It's, let's just focus on whatever grabs our attention in the moment. And right now, that is food. We'll see you when the next thing inspires us to capture the camera today, which will probably be in like 5 minutes. Drew's lunch from Einstein's Bagels has been delivered.
So there's our plumbing contraption. We've got all these pieces dry fitted, and we're gonna see how it fits connected to the drain now. She's in place now. That was quite the ride.
That's on.
Yeah.
That's on, and I don't think it's pushing.
Look at that. Now you can see so much better. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
And the perfect location for that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially this side.
All right, big moment here. We're gonna see if the tub supports me. Ooh. We gotta make a bed of mud and concrete to be able to support the tub from underneath now that we've got it all supported around the edges right now. There's our 2 bases of mud. We got the concrete down, and we're gonna smush the bathtub down into that to form the base. I'd actually ordered a framework that holds these tubs from the local store, but it was supposed to come in, didn't show up. This is how the Portuguese do it. We're in Portugal. Do it as they say to do it here. We just want to make sure there's no like wonkiness or bubbles underneath the tub essentially.
Try and lift it out, not just like that, because I think it's gonna
suck it up like a suction. That was pretty nice. I can't believe that thing's empty. We've had so much wood that I've brought from our pile out back, tossed it here on the ground. Muito calor, sí. Hey, fogo. It's our last fire of the year because tomorrow we got to take down the whole stack and chimney so that we can prepare this for tiling. So all the wood here has been thrown in here. Really enjoyed this for the winter time. So next time we have a fire in the mill, it'll be the permanent fireplace. Imagine that, guys. We'll be living in here and enjoying a cozy, warm fire. Sure glad we set this one up temporarily this year. Peace. Time to get our countertop on here. Ferg set the mud. Let's drop her in. We're both feeling strong. Whew.
Because really I want it to push down quite a bit. I want it to push most of that.
Do you want to drop the back in first or front, or does it not matter?
Doesn't matter really.
Alright.
It'd be nice if it went in flat, but
Yeah, well, let's try. See what I'm doing first? Can you get that? Alright. I'm good at pretty First glance, she fits. Well done, Megan. All these marks here on this pillar, they really need to be cleaned off before we tile the floor. So one of the many things on the list to get cleaned off. Hey babe.
Hey.
You wanna go see what the house looks like? The guys are gone.
Let's go see what's been done. I cannot wait to see that shower wall. I've been editing. My eyes are crossing. And I'm also hungry, but let's go see and then I'll make dinner.
All right, I mean a little snack, so it'll hold me over.
Yeah, you've been working hard in there too.
A lot has been going on.
It's just a chapter, you know, like this. Very hardworking, dynamic transformational chapter, not only for the house, but for us.
Actually, before we go in the house, come look at our new well house area.
Oh yeah, I brought them chocolates earlier.
Oh, you're so nice.
So I was admiring their hard work because they're just doing it all by hand. There are no machines involved in this. Oh wow, I can see it already. Nice little 2x2. So this, I think it's been made clear, but just in case, will house our well pump, our water filtration.
Yeah, it's a very
Yes.
complex system to get all the iron, manganese,
Yes.
and turbidity, the cloudiness out of the water.
More on that in a future episode because that deserves a whole chapter of its own, but it's fun to see the foundation starting. And look, Tom, there goes Tom.
Tom! Ah, Tom loves the tubes. He's so tubular.
Let's go in the middle. My goodness. Some of you might remember when Drew and I dug this trench and buried this propane line. Well, it's been redug and now they're rerouting it, which I think you've also seen in a past episode, just to make it a more direct
We
mapping
thought
out.
originally we were going to have like a little house right here that would hold the 11 kilo bottles. But what we learned is those have to be changed every couple months.
So we're going big.
Yeah,
In a previous episode, we shared that there's 65 kilo bottles.
45.
45. So, I mean, my size.
You know, I have the fireplace going for the very last time because tomorrow we got to take it down.
It's a tragedy. It's been so cozy to have, but one day we'll be in here for real, enjoying our fireplace for real.
You ready?
Oh, I don't know.
The reveal.
Whoa.
Little different feel to our extra tall giraffe bathroom.
It's starting to, whoa, don't fall into the drain. Like Alice in Wonderland, down the rabbit hole. It's really starting to look like our vision.
Well, I know, right? It's curving. That's not an easy wall to build.
Oh my gosh, it's lovely. Yeah, I'm glad the tiles are protected now too.
What do you think of the space? That's the biggest consideration. Like, if you think about where the top of the shower is, like here,
Yeah.
it's like,
I think it's great.
yeah. And then if you come over onto this side, think about your sink.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy.
You know what I was really thinking about? Is in the van, we have to pass each other so many times. And so if I'm over at my sink here, you can easily walk behind me.
Whoa, look at that.
I know. And you get your whole corner to yourself.
I like a corner. Whenever I would go to sleepovers at my friend's house, I always had a Brittany corner, so I never like lost or left my things behind. I like me a little nook.
Yeah, and we also are gonna have our towel dryer heater right behind us. That's why we remade this cable over here. So that'll be a nice feature. Heated floors, heated backs,
Phew.
spa shower, 2 sinks,
Eventually
a throne. Yeah,
It's getting real. What about the downstairs bathroom?
let's go take a look.
Okay. What a day. Oh, cool!
All right.
I have not seen this layered together yet.
Isn't it so unique the way it like looked before it was put in place and now?
It's so unique.
We set the sink bowl in here earlier, and then he built little bits to close it in so nothing could get wedged in between, what's the 2 layers?
The little mouse house.
No mouse house.
And the bathtub's all ready.
Yeah.
I think Drew explained this, but we could not find bathtub feet anywhere. Couldn't even order them online. Crazy. And
We
they just
did,
told
they
us,
just wouldn't get them here in time.
yeah, months. So make your own bathtub feet.
Yep.
Wow, wow, wow.
Probably let those dry overnight and try to set it back in tomorrow. Love how the railings turned out right here.
Ooh la la.
Tomorrow, plaster day.
That's when the real change happens.
But first, it was time to seal the floors so that they could dry overnight before all of the action began again in the morning. Tiles, bathtubs, showers, oh my. When it comes to letting you know how much is happening in a day, this episode does a pretty good job of sharing that with you.
I'm going back to make dinner, but we were just saying, like, how cool is it to see both of our bathrooms coming together at the same time? Two totally unique and different bathrooms, yet they're happening on the same day. We could not have predicted that or tried to do that. A total coincidence, but it's a fun comparison and juxtaposition to see the two and how they're being designed. We hope you guys are enjoying it too.
Conectar. De nada. There's a lot happening today. It's kind of a whirlwind, but it feels oh so good. We might just make our divine to be in the house. We'll see. Here, hold that for a second. It's like the angle of the arm. Ah, shoot, my elbow. If you go too far and you're like past it. That's not bad right there. I mean, I'm all the way past it or on the back side with my hand. We're gonna work all of our fittings out here, get them attached, and then carry the tub back into the bathroom over there. It's handy to have the island clear for this project. Another thing that's happening right now is the gas man is here. He's checking the connection for the propane line coming from the kitchen for our gas/electric hybrid oven we have. Comes out of the wall here around another millstone that we have around here. He's checking the pressure with his machine like this, and the propane line has been dug up from over here, rerouted around this part of the front of the house, as you can see, passing under cables in this section and running upwards. He's got his whole kit out right here, and he's connecting the line right to these fittings in the back of what will be our double bottle propane tank. And he's got the regulator right here. And just like that, that's the final product. Everything's connected for each valve. We have a shutoff for a future project too, going to a potential water heater. Happy days. That really came along quick. He was actually the same Brazilian guy who'd been out here 2 years ago that made the connection in the wall for the kitchen at the time. That way it'd be pre-installed, so all they had to do was weld it, connect it up out here. And now the fittings are there. As soon as they get this cabinet installed, the roof on it, the doors up to our propane closet, the bottles can be ordered, everything can be connected up. One more job to check off our list. See, they just have a few more tubes to seal in here. But that's a better look at what they've been closing up all the way down there. Pocanino.
Sí, así.
Nice little piece up top there to connect all the way and the edges around. Let's go see what's happening with this wall and how far it's come up here. Whoa! Nouveau idea, Ole. Trocar na jacuzzi.
Huh?
Jacuzzi. Não mais duche, just só jacuzzi.
Aqui quando que 2,50 metros?
Sim, 2,30 mais ou menos, que aqui é 10 e porta é mais ou menos 200. It's 195, so 2 metros e pouco mais para a arca acima. Muito bom. It's coming together.
Oh, sim, sim.
We were just explaining how the curbs are gonna work here, so he's gonna let all this dry tonight, and then tomorrow, he's gonna make the curbs on top.
Can you believe how much this is coming together? It's crazy to see our vision becoming a reality, but I think we're gonna save the rest of this upper bathroom for our next episode. But don't worry, we have more developments happening in the lower bathroom to share with you. This looks so good. Look at how smooth. I don't want to touch it, but I do want to touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Is this the final layer?
Basically, that's the base coat. It'll still have another final layer on it.
Oh my gosh, and then our sink goes here. I mean, this can double over as a DJ booth.
For a pizza party.
No, I cleaned this off.
I know, it needs a cleaning. I'm gonna put you on that job.
Okay, I can do that, but...
Ferg said it's actually kind of a shame to cover this up because it looks like a millstone wheel he created.
Oh my gosh, it does.
I didn't think that until he covered it up and pointed it out today.
Yeah, but it's built for the sink.
Yeah.
That's okay. And man, guys, a lot happened in this episode. We hope that you enjoyed having like a peek into the chaos, the beautiful chaos that is what was 3 days here on our land at the mill. It's beautiful, it's magical, but it is a lot. But this is, like we said, this is like this for a chapter, so we just got to embrace it and go with it and find joy in the work. Yeah. So thanks for sticking around till the end on this one.
This has been one heck of an adventure.
We love you guys, and if you haven't subscribed yet, we are on the journey to 200K. Like, yeah, and tap that like and know how much we love and appreciate
Tap
you.
it.
We're working on that echo. All right, love you, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to take in a deep breath and let it out. Now go out there and let your adventure continue. And thank you for being such a special, uplifting, and motivating part of ours. We love sharing our lives with you. So stay tuned for next week's adventure as tiling continues and more trees get planted and lots more unpredictable goodness unfolds. And if you're looking for another one of our episodes to enjoy, we'll put an oldie but a goodie here for you. We love you. We appreciate you. You are the best.